Fingers crossed we do get a close one. Fingers crossed we get a game that goes a little bit longer. I wouldn't mind having that here as long as it is as bloody as the last one, Podcast. You know, if I could, they actually tweeted something out that might be important here. That might allow us to kind of decipher this game. So apparently Boom's hair's coolness changes based on whether they're winning or losing. Ooh. Now, I've never seen Legion Commander's hair. At Dragon Knight, you can never see his hair either. There might be something to this.
So, wait, are you saying that his hair in-game is changing?
Yeah,
or?
Well, I think they're suggesting out of game, but I'd also say in-game. Because think about the first game as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not really sure where to go with this information. I feel like, wow, it would be inappropriate. In the words of the great LD, I'm gonna go ahead and say, ow.
Damn, broke his brain. Because you know what breaks your brain, right? Because what did he play in game 1? It was the Doom, right?
It was the Doom, yes.
Do you count horns as part of your hair?
Doom, horns, hair. Tough. No, I want to say.
Is that discriminating against like demons at that point?
I feel like it's not really hair. I mean, I don't know if like if the horns go under the same kind of like nails and hair, right? But I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm not really a horn expert.
I don't know.
The
goes home and he just takes off his horns and puts them on a nice little like head model, and he just goes to sleep wearing like his nice kind of cucumbers over the eyes. And
saying that like hair and nails, they're like kind of under the same banner to some extent, right? I'm just thinking if horns fall under that same banner, you know what I mean? Either way, I was kind of thinking here that it would have been interesting to see if 4-4 would have just wanted to try to swap the Batrider into this bottom lane and try to get the Veno versus LP matchup in the mid, but just gonna go for this. They're going for the standard lanes, and they're getting kind of silent here.
Yeah, and you know what? They've just shown us what's so important about this tri-lane, what gives Mirana the advantage, even though they're going to abandon it now, is when there's 3 heroes in a lane, even if you miss an arrow, there's a higher chance that you're still going to hit someone else. Somehow they get the first blood because of that. Yeah,
sometimes you shoot arrow and you miss target, but you still land arrow somehow. Happens.
It's all calculated. Aramis knows what he's done. You know, we are hoping we're going to see a pretty impressive Mirana game. The panel, it felt like they didn't think that maybe it's the easiest game for Mirana to pop off on. Do you feel that way, or do you feel like there's ample kind of lockdown where you can easily get these long-range arrows?
I mean, personally, I feel like there's rarely a Mirana plus 4. It's going to pop off. However, it has been done. No one is getting kind of walked down by this boots over, refusing to use the Gale for some reason, holding it until the very last moment. Maybe now they can try to run him down.
He's pretty tanky, but they go to the creep wave, which is the important part, right? So he loses a lot of health, but he does have a salve, so, and you're an ogre, so what do you care?
I mean, I do think that this lane becomes a little bit annoying on Sven. When the Veno gets a couple levels, the poison sting starts to become a little bit annoying. The Gales, and there's kind of some damage coming up, depending on what creeps he. Right now he's got the mana burn.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep selling down the mana, at least these stuns won't set up. And you maybe don't chain stun no one long enough to kill him, but probably looking for something else. I don't think you want Alpha Wolf on this lane. Not really that strong, but maybe something like the movement speed aura would be pretty good.
I think you want something with more kind of fighting capabilities. I mean, for now the mana burn seems okay-ish. Burning no mana from over does not seem the best choice, but yeah, for now it seems okay. However, the mid lane though, right now, Boom doing very well. I do think this is already a quite tough matchup, and also playing it should be quite disadvantageous. Boom just going with the early bracer on Quelling Blade. Sumail sitting at 50 base damage. Last hit again. He can also just roll backs whenever they stack up.
Also, he gets flashbanged every time he's sticking napalms. Have you not got that visual as well?
Oh, look, the special region.
I don't know. I've never seen that before somehow. I mean, that looked more scary to me. I don't know why he suddenly illuminates like he's just being permanently purification by an Omni Knight, but... Boom.
Yeah, I mean, Viking are up 2k at 3 minutes just from lanes alone. So.
Now, there's an argument to be had here. Like, is it more worthwhile to just out-CS your opponent or kill him? Because, you know, 404, they built a lead eventually, but it was based on just blood. Constant blood being spilled.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it kind of funny how, like, the first 2 games, they're just aggression, running at each other. Ow. Let's just go hit some creeps this game. I do think that the aggression will ramp up a little bit once these heroes get a couple levels. But for now, kind of a quiet start. I gotta say though, I kind of like the position that Viking... they got these 2 big melee bonkers that are gonna benefit from the Bloodlust. I mean, the Mars to some extent too, but he's not really the primary target for that. He doesn't benefit all that much attack speed. They've got some strong lanes here. I think, you know, this lifesteal kind of has to do well in the lane here to translate this into a proper game. I do think this is not the best Veno game into this. He can probably deal with quite a bit of damage at some point, but playing against that, against the press attack is
No, it felt like it was, you know, 4-4 attempting the real big brain, like, oh, nice. We'll pick the lifesteal that covers our Batrider, and, you know, it also covers our Veno, and then it's almost like, wait, what do you mean they can run Legion in the mid? Honey? Celery is gonna go down.
Celery down here, kind of give him pursuing this quite far, but I mean, this is just more farm, or in the mid lane, you look at the difference. Already also being level 6. The mill is not that far off, but the gold is already up more 1,000 gold, 5 minutes.
And he's going straight for that Blink Dagger. He just knows this type of game. He can just run in, club these easy squishy targets, and now they're going to club Veno. No one.
Thank the arrow.
Caught sleeping. He just thought he could easily right-click as it slowed him down. Did not expect Aramis to arrive with that arrow.
Yeah, clutch arrow there from a nice rotation. Mars don't really need all that much help at this point. The Bulwark does a lot of the job in this top lane, so he's not all that worried, even if he buys lonesome. So Aramis is kind of free to roam around a little bit, you know, whether he wants to go mid and connect with an arrow of the duel or with bottom. It's got his pick. Yeah, Shadow's just gonna clear up the Midas. Well, what a different start from the last game. I think at this point he already had 4 or 5 deaths. Last time. Queuing up the Midas time so far.
Yeah, no, we'd seen Midas in the last game, 100% recovery. This one feels like 100% the opposite, already having a kill and assist to his name and being second in that net worth chart. I mean, obviously, boom, just keeping that top spot. And you can already see Sumail, he's like, nah, screw this lane. I'm gonna just try and, you know, supplement in the jungle. Which is, I wonder if we'd see that from the Legion Commander. Glad we didn't. We've all had one of those players in our pub games, but Boom understands just constant aggression as he's going to actually rotate now with this smoke.
Yeah, he's going to some of the action bottom lane. They are trying to pressure this tower. These are 3 very low level heroes though. Down here, the arrows once again onto no one.
Yep.
Comes out, they get Lana.
They get stunned. They are. And they're going to press the attack, which is maxed out, so maybe they almost get shot, but there it is. Heal them up. Then club some creeps. 2 dead from 404. No response anywhere else either.
Pretty strong start.
I don't know if I'd say it's as strong as 404's start to the previous game, but then again, that felt like a severe rarity to witness in the current patch.
Yeah, I mean the last game was just some high levels of disparity in network.
Come on now, Toby, being rotated on. They'll trap him in. He did commit the arena. Thought maybe it would save him, but Sumail was able to wiggle in before he could get it up.
I mean, the thing about this game is just that I do feel like Viking, they're gonna scale incredibly well in this game. It's the one core lifestealer, you know? I think we've talked about it a few times in different
We hate on it a lot.
And yeah, I'm personally not a big fan of this lifestealer. I feel like it's very difficult for the hero to do all the heavy lifting alone. Other cores start coming online, and there's going to be a strong Legion, a strong Sven. Of course, there's no pushover by any means. It's not that easy to bring.
It's like we could sit here and go, oh, you got a Doom, you've got a Batrider. These are great infest bombs, but like lifestealer, it doesn't really feel about the infest bomb anymore, right? Usually, you try and save it as an escape or a dispel save for someone else in a fight. Yeah,
I think Syek is gonna have to pick up some of the slack here. Gonna have to sort of transition into four-ish role.
Yes. Good. God.
Damn.
I mean, you show and you're just dead. This Bloodlust with the movement speed on this Legion Commander is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's gone for his max press the attack build, just lowering the cooldown, more attack speed, more HP regen. Pretty much all that you need in this game. Just, you don't really need this overwhelming odds, or you can stop some push from Enchantress's creeps or whatnot, but this game pretty much all you need press the attack. Definitely the way to go.
I mean, press the attack and Bloodlust, right? It's just Gatling gun mode. And you can see he's almost capping movement speed when he uses phase boost with Bloodlust on.
Yeah, he's also found the Fated Brooch. Fortuitous, sort of. They're great. They've got the Iron Talent and the Broom Hand.
Expect. Midas now completing on his way out for Shad's decent timing on that. Then you compare to what Rams is doing. He's going for his own Midas, but it's going to be slower. And,
invisibility.
Like we already said, in this game, the boss one of Viking is not alone in dishing out that damage in the late game scenario.
No, sort of the way that 404 would have to play the game is they've got to drag it really late, get the Doom online, become this big core, also get the Venomancer very strong and tanky, but he doesn't just die to these jumps. Then kind of try to take these fights like very prolonged, where they can eventually kind of wiggle down these heroes with the help of, you know, blows from Poison Sting and stickies and.
Beacon of that Venom. Oh, okay. Boom, he didn't want to go for it. Like, he could potentially try for a cheeky duel there.
There's a sentry for the.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he just went for it with the current state. Like, he does look like the ginormous fear factor in this game. But he's remained a bit chill. Like, he understands he's got a lead. There's no real need to kind of risk that lead you've built yet.
No, none at all. They're in a very...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
To this blink on the... Then also just very happy with the kind of status quo here. Just farming. You're already quite far ahead of the lifestealer. You're only going to get further. With the, I mean, just Sven just like Sven just farms a lot faster. There's a smoke though here. I 4-4, but
maybe they find Celery.
Blink on that. It's not the easiest to catch these heroes. Maybe you can get a last round.
Yeah, they will. They'll throw out the Doom as well. Everything but the kitchen sink thrown into this kill, and boom. Outsmarted by the Doom as they do bring him down. Arena's going to be committed there. Toby wants to punish this. A lot of heroes inside. Spear does connect onto Sumail. Will bring him low enough to kill him off. They've already killed Solo as well. And Doom trying to run away, but the stun's coming out. Infest to try and save the day. Ramsey's turned around against Toby, who stands his ground and backs up the Bulwark active, but will go down. They cannot deny him. Celery now being chased onto next as Ramsey. He's feeling the blood, but he's actually losing a lot of blood as well. Rage and run away. A lot of damage coming his way. They're going to move forward with the right click coming out. It's enough to kill him off. Aramis now stands his ground, does get hit up, will burn out. The stun was not good enough to save the day, and meanwhile Zayas will just run in and get himself the double kill. Now Boom has arrived, but there's no one close enough for him to duel, so we wanted some blood. We finally got up Pika. Actually, we got quite a lot of it.
Ramsey's there with the not using the rage on that storm. Cost him the life. He went down too low, and by the time he used rage, I just killed him. So kind of unorthodox seeing Ramsey.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I feel like, you know, previously he didn't. I think it was the first game on the Void. I feel like this is quite kind of. It's not something you see out of Ramsey's that often.
And now look at this. Boom. Blink reveal. Instant kill. This is the worry when the Doom is not available. Look how little Viking hesitate to move forward as they'll find a second pick. They defend their tower, and now they'll probably take the tier 1 away from 404.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Stop press the attack as well as the additional text. No, 150, 190. Sorry,
Yeah, and you know he's going to max out the Bloodlust next, because in this type of game, at this stage, Ignite doesn't really look that appetizing to an Ogre Magi.
You know who's going to benefit from that attack speed later?
Dire are scanning.
Like, you sure it's not the Mirana? Oh, I thought it'd be the Mirana.
Dire's
I mean, do you really need attack speed if you're going to end up two-punching people in the late game at this rate? What's the question? Oh, Sumail. He wanted to run away. Arena will be committed to ensure a duel. That's already 40 damage on this Legion.
Like
Dire's structures are fortified.
a very strong
Dire's top tower
Viking.
is under attack.
Solo is only level 5 at Cantress. He
Dire's top tower
hasn't really
is
had
falling.
any sort of impact.
Radiant structures
Oh, they
are
invested
fortified.
very heavily into winning lanes, I think. But they really didn't do all that well in their lane. 4-4. And our lineup is in a bit of an awkward spot here.
That's the weird part, right? Like, the last game, I'd say they went for the kind of lane wins, right? Like we mentioned last game, Vikings Draft wasn't about winning lanes, it was about getting your sixes and doing things.
Radiant's bottom
Whereas
tower
this game,
is under
it's almost like
attack.
the Legion Commander pick just completely demolished what the plan was laning-wise for 4-4.
They're gonna try to
not
go
even
around the
get him.
boom, but they can't.
Celery's just going to stun them up. And they're stunning them up. They will lose Ogre in the end, but for the effort you just put in, for that to be all you get. And you're also maybe going to lose the runes. Aramis is thinking about going for it. He's going to leap forward. Zayats will beat him to the first bounty. He could try and leap to high ground, but it's too risky. Boom. Ooh. He's like, that's the one target I cannot duel right now.
Yeah, he wants to start getting some more kills, but there's no real rush. He's already sitting at 40 damage, 15 minutes. He's gonna queue up the BKB next and continue scaling. There's no real need to force any sort of bad engagements for Viking. They have a firm grasp of this game and control, and they just have to kind of take it easy and just do all these right moves. Farm your BKB on your Sven, get it on Legion Commander. If someone steps out of position, you know, punish it. But you don't have to force these sections.
Oh, Doom on side. Commit on Aramis. They're trying to push some other targets back. Sumail's going to chase in. The last is going to be used, and the spear comes out of the arena. A lot of damage being done, but not enough. The Infest saves the day, and Toby in trouble in his own arena is going to fall. So it's a double kill for Sumail. They get the tier 1 tower. 4-0-4 finally get what they came for.
Yeah, they didn't really want to bring Shad there, or Shad didn't really want to port. He wants to finish the B. Doesn't really want to die before getting to that BKB. Potentially, they could have maybe taken that fight if he was there, but they don't really want to risk it at this point. They just want to take kind of play it safe, kind of see how it pans out. You know, they did bring back the gold down a little bit here, 404, but Shad is getting very close now to that BKB.
Well, they want to jump on him before he gets it. Smoke's going to be broke by Celery. Always in the way. Guns are going to come out. Sumail trying to run away. Spirit Vessel is on him. Shad in a little bit of trouble. Needs to back away here. Stun's going to out. Moikan's on the Doom's good enough to bring him down. Sumail trying to carry out Shad. Shad will fall, but Sumail needs to get out of here. He can't. The duel is going to be there. It's a slow attack speed, though. There's no procs, but he will still get it. And instantly will TP away. Toby now needs to retreat away from this. Hasn't got a spear for 2 seconds. He's going to fall. Once again, 404 getting a little bit better at that. It's at least another duel win for Viking. But now you know 404, they're going to get more from this bot area as they're going to look to just whittle away at this tier 2 tower. But I say that. Oh, Solo!
He finds the kill.
And he will get away with it as well. They do not have detection.
What a sneaky little sniper. Yeah, they do find the kill onto Shad, so it's gonna slow down his BKB a little bit. At the same time, another kill for Boom, getting closer now to his BKB, both of them being about 1,000 gold away from their BKBs, and I do think that once they come out, it's going to be incredibly hard for 404 to take these fights.
And you see 404, they're just trying to always group up, even with this lifestealer, right? Because I think that's what's maybe making it a bit hard for Boom to just jump in and just initiate on anyone, right? Is always... If you do get the Infest off, especially with being level 2, it ruins your duel win each time.
Dire
Yeah, I mean, there are ways of dealing with this, or sort of mitigating the effectiveness of this duel, the Frost over being one of them, the Infest potentially being one. But you have to be careful with stacking up with the Sven around.
Well, Viking might want to be careful too, because he does have his blink with the wall stomp now, so they want to take a fight. Smoke's going to break on Aramis. They're pinging it out as well, but no. They say if there's someone in the pit, it must just be a support. We want something more valuable for our time, and they won't find it. As instead, Aramis. All right, Cheeky Sniper was appropriate before. I mean, at this point, he's a goddamn marksman. And Zayats cannot do anything about it as he's going to get clubbed up by Roche. Aramis will just TP away. Again, 4-4, just not really finding the targets they're looking for. Viking, for the most, seem to be reading where they're moving as a team.
Both the Mirana and the plan spoiled initially by Roche there. First the bash onto the Mirana and then also the hit onto Duke, allowing him to just gets away with a clean kill onto Solo.
Scanning. Dire's
This Mirana is, I mean, you know, it wasn't going to be an easy Mirana game, but he's definitely making it work. The BKBs now are just about to come out here. Sven can afford his.
Radiant's top tower is under
should
attack.
be flying out right now. So 2 BKBs coming out for Viking this year. This should be one of their kind of strong timings now. They're going to be very strong in these upcoming team fights for quite a while. You have to worry a little bit about the duel.
You worry about the duel. Boom, just goes in. Easy pick off. Another duel win. Solo. This game, he's just got to be feeling a bit like a liability. Whenever he gets seen, he knows he's just going to die straight away.
Yeah, and I mean, generally, I feel like this Legion Commander hero, it's not all that much always about the duel, but in this game, this Legion, I think, you know, he can actually potentially scale incredibly well in this one. Yeah, I mean, for sure, this is a position, right? You're gonna get farm. You're gonna get to, you know, whether it's an AC or Death or Armlet, whatever, you know, whatever it is that you want. You can buy these expensive items, and you're gonna scaling into this. There are so many targets that are good for you.
Yeah, and it's just from laning and beyond, right? Like most games when we see Legions, it's like, it feels like a little bit of a cookie cutter. It can just be your aura buyer or whatever, but there's just so many heroes from laning and beyond that in this game, Boom feels confident playing into. As you said, this kind of is going to be the pace setter, and you can already see he's queued up the AC next. So smoked and ready to move. BKB online, he wants to use it.
Yeah, I'm not really going for the Roche there, Shad. Just gonna keep farming. Team, it's like, it's okay. They're just gonna keep killing people.
They're gonna keep killing.
There it is. An arrow lands.
Science too late. You'll probably do. Kill as well.
Should be the death of Boom here at least.
They'll finally punish him for this. The deny was not good from Aramis. He will at least TP out just in time.
Very close call there on the deny, but in the end they get a kill onto Sumail, get another dual win. A death for Sumail, slowing down his BKB just by he's gonna have it pretty much the way, but a big rotation also kind of by 404 there.
Yeah, it's the case that because you are this 2 Legion, you will get all this gold. You know, it's not like when you're playing the 3 Legion and you're kind of struggling to keep relevance in terms of net worth. When you do feed over kills even after a duel, it's going to be a substantial amount of gold going in the pockets of your opponent.
Yeah, definitely giving away a bit of gold there, but in the end you still have your Sven is still farming and
getting close to the Ags. Be surprised if they start thinking about Roche now that they're all alive again. Yeah, maybe that was the thing. Boom, when he was walking past that pit, he was like, I had like 100 dual damage. I reckon I can help in that pit. They're on their way. It has been scanned, but it falls over 4. I don't know if they're even close enough to respond to this.
Roche is going down quite quickly here. Again, and again, both dealing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, too late. No one needs to get out of it quickly. Reen's going to go down and split up the fight though. He goes in, throws out the poisoner, but they don't give a damn. Pins Sumail to the wall. Dolan Fest, nice BKB just in time before the arrow can connect. So there's going to be a duel coming out anyway. He's still going to fall. Ramses could not save him anymore. Solo's going to be chased onto, but they decide it's not worth it for the Ench because there's still a potential turnaround with a buyback coming out from no one. However, what are you going to turn around with? I mean, you haven't got no Doom for 35 seconds. They're going to jump in, trying to stun control the Shad. Nice press the attack to save him. Celery is going to be left behind. Don't find someone for their troubles. They did get the kill into the Mars as well, but I mean, a decent sized buyback to have to be committed for that, and you still end up giving the Aegis the way of Viking.
It's kind of it's very annoying for 4-4. They don't really have any stuns. They've got the Doom and the Batrider. Otherwise, they rely on this bash from Ram. A lot of these heroes just able to pour it out. While they do get kills on Toby and on Celery here, they did commit the buyback there on the Venomancer, and they also Sumail used. So 10-second decharge still went down. Another dual victory for
Radiant's bottom tower.
also has the Aegis. Kind of understanding that Sven without his TP, you know, goes down. Just they're going to it, whereas the Legion utilize the item a bit better.
It also lets him initiate like a maniac, right? Like last time top when he died for his initiation. This time around, he can just do whatever he sees and not care, as he'll do exactly that on the no one. That's going to be his dieback stitch. Now they need to get out quick. BKB out from Sumail, but the Arena's already down. Solo is gone. Last two to drag, move away from the fight. Doom is going to be committed. Have they got the damage to work through this? So Toby standing his ground is going to turn around against him. Sven is going to be brought down. Toby might fall. Needs one more hit. Ramses can't find it, and Aramis able to move away. Hello did fight back from this, so they want to commit to more fighting, but Sumail is already dead. They'll have to back away. Zayas does have the blink to escape and a TP, but he's waiting here in case there's a re-engage that might get him another kill. Not sure if there's going to be, though. Celery. Spear to get Ramses away. Rage, he knows he needs to run. Boom. Chase him forward. It's 10 seconds till a duel, and I don't know if Solo's going to live that long. But he might hold on to him. He's toying with him. He's like, no, 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 no. This is my food. I will eat it. Nice initiation from Zayas, though. Aramis is going to be saved. They'll bring one down, and now that's perfectly timed to run in, get another duel, and another win for Boom, as he's up to 160 damage now.
Yeah, I mean, they get that stun onto the Mirana, and it looks nice. He's just about to die, but once again, I mean, press the attack, the real hero of this game, not just Boom, but just this spell alone is just causing so many issues for 404 in this game. You know, already lacking stuns, just being able to remove pretty much anything with this press the attack is just, it's so difficult for 404 to play into this. They really have to kill the Legion or doom him or silence him or anything, but then you have to deal with Shad all of a sudden, so kind of picking your poison in that scenario, and Ramses not really being able to connect onto these targets.
No, he's being kited out. It's not like he's building an Abyssal to help deal with that issue of stuns, right? Realizing that there's still the press the attack, he's going for an AC instead. So there isn't going to be increase in lockdown. The lockdown's going to continue from Toby, though. He moves in, BKB gets activated. Reinforcements are coming, though. They need to clean up this Mars kill quicker than this. It looks like they're just going to back away. They decide they don't want to fight right now, unless they see a weakness. Toby, he will eventually go down. They can't find anything else. Boom is still running away. He has still got the Aegis. The hesitant fight without Aramis, though, as he did go top. Yeah,
Toby maybe getting a little bit ahead of himself there. He did commit. He just purchased the BKB, and he does commit it, so 10-second BKB gone. Just maybe kind of overestimating his tankiness, or thinking that his team was closer than they actually were.
Because of that, 404, they can finally now push in and finish off this tower in the bot lane. I don't think Viking are going to defend it, not with Toby still being dead, but maybe that's kind of the wake-up call. Like, wait, no, we're not immortal, we can still die. Let's not randomly try and find pick-offs on other sides of the map. Like, our strength is in big team fights.
Yeah, I mean, once the Aegis is out and Sumail gets to this Blink Dagger, the fighting changes a little bit. Then they can start initiating onto this Legion Commander with the Lasso, try to bring him down as soon as possible, and then get onto the Sven. You know, potentially Ramses gets to this AC, he's gonna maybe be able to just man-fight the Sven. He can go for the Abyssal. Then you have sort of ways of trying to take these fights.
There is a scary part if you wait too long, though, which is if you look at Aramis, he's already on his way towards Alois. Toby's queued up one now as well, so they fully understand how to just counter what 404 are looking to do.
Countering the counter, so as to speak, yes.
Everyone's activating their trap cards.
Ahead of the... You've activated my trap card, you've activated my trap card, how it goes.
Then all of a sudden someone just pours gasoline on the card table, sets on fire. It's like my ultimate trap card. I win. And these Lotuses are kind of that for either side, right? Like, it's a really good Lotus game all around because, yes, there's a Doom and there's the Lasso on one side, but also, what's the typical counter people talk about against Ag Sven? It's always this Lotus pickup. And it makes me wonder if 404 are going to think about those as well themselves.
Yeah, no, the Lotus could help them. At the same time, it's quite difficult to Lotus the duel as it's just...
That's true.
Going to be reflected and such. It's hard to counter this.
But wait, Pycat, in that situation, nah, actually, I think whoever wins gets the... Well, actually, I haven't seen that yet. If you win the duel that's reflected, you get the press the attack buff, right? The one that Boom's now getting.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's so rare it's even thought of, right? Because it's one of those small details that was a nice buff to duel that sometimes you see it come into play, but it's very rare getting that press the attack on the win. Yes,
it sounds like it should. Yeah, Boom up to 190 duel damage at 29 minutes in. He's got the AC completed on the courier. Gonna get it right now. And I mean, with the Bloodlust, this man is hitting very, very hard. Also with the Paladin Sword.
By the way, look at what Stellar is queued up, and he's not far off. They need more attack speed.
Radiant
hey man, just wait until he gets level 20, okay?
Ooh, that's true. Only 5 levels away. Then don't forget, you know, 5 levels away for Boom. Level 25 probably. Like, do you take the dual damage with press the attack though? Because the press the attack's already been so juicy in this game. And now use it to go in and duel straight away. Sumail's initiation gets countered. The Doom gets thrown out. But the right pick's coming out. It's still going to be a win in the end. The arena's going to get out. Ramsey trying to move in. Infest to save the day. Besides, is already dead. And Ramsey's once out, but he already used the rage. They'll chase forward. Arrow through. Won't be connect. But they don't need it. They've got the Stormhammer follow-up, which is good enough to connect on the Ramsey's. Forces into fight, but he's pinned to a tree. He's gonna be ran through and killed, dead for 80 seconds. Solo will also go down. That was 404's initiation.
Yeah, I think that was, I mean, that was a very, definitely not the ideal target for the Lasso there, getting onto the Ogre, but they did get the Doom onto the Legion, but you saw what happened. He just stands his ground and he just man fights. He got 200, now 20 plus dual damage. He's got the AC, the Paladin Sword. This man will not die. If you're staying close to him and hitting him, he's not gonna die. He's gonna hit you back and you're probably going to go down. And that's pretty much what happened in that fight. This Legion is just, you are unable to man fight this hero at this moment, unless you have some sort of disables, you know, be it Halberd, Abyssal, stuns or whatever. Can't let this Legion keep hitting you back because he's gonna be healing through pretty much whatever you throw at him.
Yeah, and those stuns, those disarms not going to feel great at this rate because Boom, he's on his way towards the Satanic next. And once that's online, not only does he not feel like a valid target, but you are all still targets for him in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they really need more armor. They need a lot of items here. Sumail, I mean, he's down there, you know, with the... kind of with the bottom pack in a network.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just a support Batrider. Nothing out of the usual here.
He's trying to get to that 4-staff, you know, but they need so many items to feel comfortable in this game, and there's just not enough time right now. Viking are just, they're not gonna, you know, take their foot off the gas. Just gonna keep going here. Another smoke from 404.
Ripping it up.
Moonlight Shadow by Viking.
They're wrapping around. They're actually baiting because they're expecting a scan. So Toby's waiting in the pit for someone to arrive, and no one realizes now that they must be invis or smoked, and they're coming around the back on his position. Boom will be stopped from initiating by the ward. Important moment there as well, because no one, he only has 1300 HP. Yes, a lot of armor, but this Legion would almost insta-kill him at this stage. Toby might do it instead, though. He goes in, pins him to the wall. The wall alone will do the damage they need. That's an instant buyback out. He has still got the Poison Nova. No arena now for 60 seconds, but that's a big commitment when you have no way to get in on this fight from 404.
Yeah, they're just desperately buying back here. They want to fight for this Roach, but the Roach is not up just yet. They understand that if the Roach is up, it goes down in just a few seconds to coming out of Viking, so they have to be present.
And the timing is rough as well for 404 because it's 20 seconds till Roche is up, 23 seconds until Arena's available. So what they committed is going to be there again in time for the Roche. Moonlight Shadow as well. And now you have a big liability. If no one gets picked off like that again, I feel like Poison Nova is a huge chunk of your damage right now for PS404.
Yeah, you're heavily also just lacking damage overall on pretty much all your heroes. Batrider, you know, just doesn't deal enough damage with the press the attack being in the game. I mean, Enchantress, not really any no damage to speak of. It's pretty much Ramsey's job alone, and that is the one position, you know, solo core lifestealer that talked about it all the time. It can get pretty tough to play this hero as your solo core.
Nope. And that is at the stage where they have to try for an Infest Bomb, anything that you can find. The problem is they're not going to find anyone alone as Viking. They're stacked up, ready together. Might Shadow be used. Moving out. Smoke as well, so they know when they're close. And they see Sumail. He needs to get out quickly. Moving in. Doom gonna not be there in time. And they're gonna chase across. They've already got Boom. Another duel win as they're gonna chase in. Science is gonna be stunned up. They do not give a crap about this Doom. They'll turn around on Ramses as well, who will try to TP out. Will be successful, but 404, it beckons the question, what do you do? Where is your kill? Where is your opportunity? Because now they're going to get their hands on an Aegis and cheese, and you can bet your damn ass off they're going to be coming for your base.
Aramis coming in clutch there. He puts the Lincolns right on Shad just as he's about to get the Doom, and the Lincoln comes out there. He protects him. He already has the Titan Sliver and the Satanic, so either way he would probably be fine. But with the double damage, the God Strength, Legion with yet another dual kill, just 404 just don't really have any way of fighting back. Now over with the Solar Crest, getting very close now to that level 20. So no, might see this. At this point, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to just kind of hit these buildings through whatever backdoor protection. You know, at some point maybe they'll be able to get through the glyph too.
I mean,
it keeps going on.
At this stage, you just change the animation to like an anime spin as you watch Boom just spin around, whacking every target, because that is the sort of speed we're talking in. They just sit there like, so what we can do? I mean, Boom's got the duel. He could easily just kill Solo right now if he wanted to, but he doesn't care.
He's just like, I'll save this duel for when I need it. Like right now, maybe potentially.
No. Solo's like offering himself up. It's like, I am tribute. It's like, no, I am a god that is not amused. Offer me something better.
Then.
Now split a little bit here.
With the Light Shadow here. Yeah.
Yep. Suns are out. Life stealer. No, he doesn't actually get the range up in time. The duel's going to come out. Ramses is healing up. It's going to be enough though. Last they're trying to chain stun him down, but it's not good enough. They lose Ramses. Buyback comes out. The arena is down though. They've lost Olo. They've lost no one as well. Sumail retreats to the high ground, but retreating feels like the only thing 404 can do, and even then you have to leave something behind.
Yeah, Ramses now without a buyback. Another stun or pretty much anything could just be
middle barracks has
404 here. Also no one without the buyback yet. No damage. Is lacking so much damage right now. Satanic still on Shad.
They go in.
Doom off, but
Ramsey, well, they can. Shad is going to be brought down, but what's going to cost you? Because Boom is just running him through. Zayat's is going to fall. No, the mischance. Spear will get him. The back line, Lifestealer getting Kane stunned up.
Without a buyback here.
Ramses is going to fall. Zayat, he just bought back. That's an easy duel win. Says thank you very much. As they call GG Pupu Gugabadaz, which I believe means we give up.
Yeah, Aramis ending the game there with the Beyond Godlike on the Mirana position 4. So, you know,